Have you ever wondered why, despite eating what you think is healthy bread, your energy levels crash by mid-afternoon? Why do your joints ache more than they used to? Why does your blood sugar spike even when you are trying to make good choices? If you are over 50, what I'm about to reveal might shock you to your core. There are 4 types of bread sitting in grocery stores across America right now that are silently destroying the health of millions of seniors. These breads are marketed as healthy, wholesome, and nutritious, but the truth is far more sinister. They are loaded with hidden chemicals, inflammatory compounds, and blood sugar bombs that are wreaking havoc on aging bodies. You see, as we get older, our bodies change. Our metabolism slows down, our digestive system becomes more sensitive, our blood vessels become more fragile. The foods that might have been okay when we were younger can now become our worst enemies. And these 4 breads are among the most dangerous culprits. The first bread on our list contains a chemical compound that has been linked to increased inflammation in the joints. Imagine waking up every morning with stiff, painful knees and not knowing that your breakfast toast could be the reason. The second bread contains hidden sugars that cause your blood glucose to spike higher than eating pure candy. Your pancreas is working overtime, and you do not even realize it. The third bread is so processed that it has been stripped of every nutrient your body needs, leaving behind nothing but empty calories and inflammatory compounds. It is like putting contaminated fuel in your car and expecting it to run smoothly. And the fourth bread, well, it contains preservatives that have been shown to disrupt gut health in ways that can affect everything from your immune system to your mood. But here is the thing that makes this even more concerning. Most people over 50 eat at least one of these breads every single day. Some people eat all 4 without even knowing it. They think they are making healthy choices. They read the labels and see words like whole grain and natural and assume they are doing something good for their bodies. But they are being deceived by clever marketing and misleading labels. The damage these breads cause is not immediate. It builds up slowly, day by day, meal by meal. 1 slice becomes 2. 2 slices become 4. Before you know it, you are consuming inflammatory compounds and blood sugar spikes multiple times a day. Your body is constantly in a state of stress, trying to process these harmful ingredients. Today, I'm going to expose these 4 dangerous breads that are destroying the health of Americans over 50. More importantly, I'm going to show you exactly what to look for on the labels so you can avoid them completely. And at the end of this video, I will share the healthiest bread alternatives that will actually support your health instead of destroying it. This is not about fear-mongering or trying to scare you away from all bread. This is about education and empowerment. This is about giving you the knowledge you need to make informed decisions about what you put in your body. Because at 50, 60, 70 and beyond, every food choice matters more than it ever has before. Your body is not the same as it was when you were 30. Your digestive system is not as resilient. Your blood sugar regulation is not as efficient. Your inflammatory response is heightened. What this means is that foods that might have been neutral or even beneficial in your younger years can now become sources of chronic inflammation, blood sugar instability, and digestive distress. The bread industry knows this, but they do not care. They continue to market these products to seniors using health claims that are technically legal but practically misleading. They use phrases like made with whole grains when the bread is actually 90% refined flour. They use terms like natural when the bread contains a dozen artificial preservatives. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 68-year-old woman who came to me complaining of joint pain, afternoon fatigue, and digestive issues. She had been eating what she thought was healthy whole wheat bread for breakfast and lunch every day for years. When we eliminated the specific bread she was eating and replaced it with truly healthy alternatives, her joint pain decreased by 70% within just 3 weeks. Her energy levels stabilized and her digestive issues virtually disappeared. This is not an isolated case. I have seen this pattern repeated hundreds of times. Seniors who think they are eating healthy bread are actually consuming inflammatory compounds that are making their golden years far less golden than they should be. The good news is that once you know what to avoid and what to choose instead, you can start feeling better almost immediately. Your health is not something you should gamble with. At this stage of life, you deserve to feel energetic, comfortable, and strong. You deserve to wake up without joint pain. You deserve to have stable energy throughout the day. You deserve to have a digestive system that works smoothly. And believe it or not, something as simple as changing the bread you eat can make a dramatic difference in how you feel every single day. Before we dive deep into these 4 dangerous breads, I want to know if you are with me on this journey. If you are watching this video because you are concerned about your health and want to make better choices, please type the number 1 in the comments below. If you are skeptical and think that bread cannot possibly have that much impact on your health, type the number 0. I want to know where you stand because your engagement helps me understand what kind of content serves you best. Also, if you have been experiencing unexplained joint pain, afternoon energy crashes, or digestive issues, and you eat bread regularly, please share your experience in the comments. You might be surprised to find that you are not alone, and your story could help someone else connect the dots about their own health challenges. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because this is exactly the kind of life-changing health information that we share on this channel. We are here to cut through the marketing nonsense and give you the straight truth about what foods are helping you and what foods are hurting you. And please, share this video with anyone you know who is over 50 and cares about their health. This information could literally change their life. The bread industry spends millions of dollars on marketing to convince you that their products are healthy. We are here to give you the real story, backed by science and real-world results. Now let me ask you this. Are you ready to learn the truth about these 4 breads that could be destroying your health? Are you ready to take control of your nutrition and start feeling better than you have in years? If so, stay with me through this entire video, because what you're about to learn could be the key to transforming your health and vitality. Dangerous bread. 4. Commercial whole wheat bread. Let me start with a bread that might surprise you, because it is marketed as one of the healthiest options available. Commercial whole wheat bread, the kind you find in every grocery store, is actually a wolf in sheep's clothing when it comes to senior health. The problem starts with how these breads are made. Despite the whole wheat label, most commercial whole wheat breads are made with flour that has been processed at high temperatures, stripping away many of the nutrients that make wheat beneficial in the first place. Then, to make up for the poor taste and texture that results from this processing, manufacturers add a cocktail of chemicals, preservatives, and artificial ingredients. Here is what most people do not know. Commercial whole wheat bread typically contains high levels of phytic acid, which binds to minerals like calcium, iron, and zinc in your digestive system and prevents your body from absorbing them. For seniors who are already at risk for mineral deficiencies, this is particularly concerning. You might think you are eating healthy bread, but you are actually blocking your body's ability to absorb the nutrients it desperately needs. The high fiber content in commercial whole wheat bread is also problematic for many seniors. While fiber is generally good for you, the type of fiber in these breads is often too harsh for aging digestive systems. It can cause bloating, gas, and digestive discomfort that can last for hours after eating. But perhaps most concerning is the glycemic impact. Commercial whole wheat bread often has a glycemic index that is nearly as high as white bread. This means it causes rapid spikes in blood sugar, which is particularly dangerous for seniors who may already be dealing with insulin resistance or diabetes. Those blood sugar spikes are followed by crashes that leave you feeling tired, hungry, and craving more carbohydrates. The preservatives in commercial whole wheat bread are another major concern. calcium propionate, a common preservative, has been linked to behavioral changes and may contribute to inflammation in the body. And datum, diacetyl tartaric acid esters of monoglycerides, is another additive that can cause digestive upset and has been associated with respiratory issues in some studies. Dangerous bread. 3. White bread and refined flour products. If commercial whole wheat bread is bad, white bread is even worse. White bread is essentially nutritional emptiness wrapped in a soft, appealing package. It has been stripped of virtually every nutrient that makes wheat valuable, leaving behind nothing but rapidly digestible carbohydrates that spike your blood sugar and leave you hungry for more. For seniors, white bread is particularly dangerous because it contributes to what nutritionists call hidden hunger. You are consuming calories, but your body is not getting the nutrients it needs to function properly. This can lead to continued cravings, overeating, and weight gain at a time in life when maintaining a healthy weight becomes increasingly challenging. The bleaching process used to make white flour creates compounds called alloxan, which is actually used in laboratories to induce diabetes in research animals. While the amounts in bread are much smaller, the fact that this compound is present at all should be concerning, especially for seniors who are already at higher risk for blood sugar problems. White bread also contains high levels of gluten that has been modified through processing. This modified gluten is more likely to cause inflammatory reactions, even in people who do not have celiac disease. For seniors whose immune systems are already working harder to maintain health, this additional inflammatory burden can contribute to joint pain, digestive issues, and even cognitive problems. The rapid blood sugar spikes caused by white bread are particularly problematic for seniors because they stress the pancreas and can contribute to insulin resistance over time. These blood sugar roller coasters also affect mood and energy levels, contributing to the afternoon fatigue that many seniors experience. Dangerous bread. 2. Multigrain and seeded breads. This category might surprise you because multigrain and seeded breads are often marketed as premium health foods. The problem is that most commercial multigrain breads are made with the same refined flour base as white bread, with a few whole grains and seeds sprinkled in for appearance and marketing purposes. The phrase, "made with whole grains," is particularly misleading. It does not mean the bread is made entirely from whole grains. It just means that whole grains are included somewhere in the recipe. The primary ingredient is still often refined flour, which means you are getting most of the problems of white bread with just a tiny bit of nutritional benefit from the added grains. Many multigrain breads also contain high levels of vegetable oils, particularly soybean oil and canola oil, which are high in omega-6 fatty acids. For seniors, maintaining a proper balance between omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids is crucial for managing inflammation. The excessive omega-6 content in these breads can tip the balance toward increased inflammation, contributing to joint pain and other age-related health issues. The seeds in seeded breads can also be problematic for some seniors. While seeds like sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds are nutritious when eaten fresh, the seeds in commercial breads are often rancid by the time you eat them. Rancid oils create free radicals in the body, which contribute to cellular damage and aging. Another issue with multigrain breads is that they often contain multiple types of gluten-containing grains, which can increase the inflammatory response in sensitive individuals. For seniors whose digestive systems are already more sensitive, this can lead to bloating, gas, and other digestive issues that can persist long after eating. Dangerous bread. 1. Sprouted grain breads. When processed incorrectly. This might be the most shocking entry on our list because sprouted grain breads are often considered the healthiest option available. However, many commercial sprouted grain breads are not what they seem to be. The sprouting process, when done correctly, can make grains more digestible and nutritious. However, many commercial producers use shortcuts that negate these benefits. They may use sprouted grains that have been dried and ground into flour, which eliminates many of the benefits of sprouting, or they may add non-sprouted grains and other processed ingredients that counteract the positive effects of the sprouted grains. Many commercial sprouted grain breads also contain high levels of lectins, which are proteins that can bind to the lining of your digestive tract and cause inflammation. For seniors whose digestive systems are already more sensitive, this can lead to chronic digestive issues and may contribute to leaky gut syndrome. The fermentation process used in some sprouted grain breads can also be problematic. While proper fermentation can be beneficial, many commercial producers use rapid fermentation methods that create byproducts that can be inflammatory. These breads may also contain higher levels of histamines, which can trigger allergic reactions in sensitive individuals. Perhaps most concerning is that many people assume sprouted grain breads are automatically healthy and eat them in large quantities without paying attention to their body's response. Because these breads are often denser and more filling than regular bread, people may eat appropriate portions by volume but consume far more calories and carbohydrates than they realize. The hidden dangers in all four breads. All four of these dangerous breads share some common problems that are particularly concerning for seniors. They all contain high levels of sodium, which can contribute to high blood pressure and cardiovascular problems. They all cause blood sugar spikes that stress the pancreas and can contribute to insulin resistance over time. They all contain preservatives and additives that can disrupt gut health. Your gut microbiome plays a crucial role in immune function, mood regulation, and even cognitive health. Disrupting this delicate ecosystem with processed foods can have far-reaching consequences for your overall health and well-being. These breads also all lack the nutrients that seniors need most. They are low in protein, which is crucial for maintaining muscle mass as we age. They are low in healthy fats, which are important for brain health and hormone production. They are low in vitamins and minerals that support bone health, immune function, and energy production. Now that you know what to avoid, let me share the bread alternatives that will actually support your health instead of destroying it. These options will help stabilize your blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and provide your body with the nutrients it needs to thrive. Healthy Alternative 1. Authentic sourdough bread. Real sourdough bread, made with just flour, water, salt, and wild yeast cultures, is dramatically different from commercial breads. The long fermentation process breaks down gluten proteins and phytic acid, making the bread much easier to digest. It also creates beneficial compounds that can actually support gut health. The fermentation process also lowers the glycemic index of sourdough bread, meaning it causes much smaller blood sugar spikes than commercial breads. Look for sourdough that has been fermented for at least 12 hours and make sure the ingredient list contains only flour, water, salt, and starter culture. Healthy Alternative 2. Ezekiel bread, properly made. True. Ezekiel bread, made from sprouted grains and legumes without added flour, can be a healthy option for seniors. The sprouting process increases nutrient availability and makes the bread easier to digest. However, make sure to choose brands that use only sprouted grains with no added flour or preservatives. Healthy Alternative 3. Homemade nut and seed breads. Breads made primarily from nuts and seeds are naturally low in carbohydrates and high in healthy fats and protein. These breads provide stable energy without blood sugar spikes and contain nutrients that support brain health and reduce inflammation. Healthy Alternative 4. Vegetable-based breads. Breads made from vegetables like cauliflower or sweet potato can provide the satisfaction of bread while delivering important nutrients. These alternatives are naturally gluten-free and often have a lower glycemic impact than grain-based breads. The key is to read labels carefully and choose breads with simple, recognizable ingredients. If you cannot pronounce an ingredient or if the ingredient list is longer than a few items, it is probably best to avoid that bread. Your health is your most precious asset, and every food choice you make either supports that health or undermines it. The 4 breads we discussed today might seem like small details in your overall diet, but small details add up to big results over time. You have the power to transform your health by making informed choices. You do not have to accept joint pain, afternoon fatigue, or digestive issues as inevitable parts of aging. By eliminating these harmful breads and choosing healthier alternatives, you can start feeling better almost immediately. Remember Margaret, the 68-year-old woman I mentioned earlier. She is now 70 and has more energy than she had in her 60s. She wakes up without joint pain. She has stable energy throughout the day. She feels confident and vibrant, and it all started with something as simple as changing the bread she ate. Your journey to better health starts with your next meal. It starts with your next trip to the grocery store. It starts with reading labels and making informed choices. You deserve to feel your best at every age, and the knowledge you have gained today is a powerful tool to help you achieve that goal. If this video has opened your eyes to the truth about these dangerous breads, please hit that like button and share it with someone you care about. Your action could literally save someone's health. Subscribe to our channel for more life-changing health information that you will not find anywhere else. In the comments below, let me know which of these breads you have been eating and which healthy alternative you are most excited to try. Your engagement helps us create more content that serves your needs and interests. Remember, aging does not have to mean accepting poor health. With the right knowledge and the right choices, your golden years can truly be golden. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.